In this video, we're going to talk about landscape design and sculpting inside LUMION 11. So we will see how to use the various tools that we have at our disposal to create hills, define the slopes, and so on. And this is also the file from the previous video where we talked about materials and particular types of materials like grass and aged materials, 3D materials with 3D effects. And well, also in the terrain we have some materials, but these are again something that we will see step by step. So as usual, we will start with the basics and then we will see the other tools. And this is the ocean right here, and I will show you how you can manage it, how you can create, for example, a lake or a sea or an ocean. So let's start with the landscape tool. So I'm gonna move here into some part that I didn't already modified or sculpt, and we will start with sculpting. And let's move here at the bottom left, and we saw how we can use the content library, the materials library, and the weather panel here. And this is the last one of the four main panels that you can use in LUMION 11. So later we will go then in the final part, which is rendering and animation. So here you can start here directly with sculpting by selecting the first one, which is called height. Okay, and height is basically the tool that will let you define the height of the polygons. So think about the landscape as a giant or infinite 3D model composed by many polygons that you cannot see because they are so tiny and they are like hidden by the material. But this is a giant or infinite model that you can sculpt. Think about clay and how you can add clay to create like some bumps, or you can remove the clays and do other decorations. Now there are similar tools, for example ZBrush and Mudbox, and I would suggest you give a look to those because they are sculpting software and they sculpt on characters and also interior design or whatever can be sculpted basically, so rocks or organic shapes and so on. But we can do something similar here. So the first one is the raise command or the raise tool, and this is used to raise polygons. So if I click with the left mouse, starting to move around and holding the left key, these are gonna create some really small hills here, or some, it's gonna start to change the position of these polygons on the terrain. It's gonna pull them, you can see here, it's gonna change the height, it's gonna increase the height basically. So the more you stand into a particular part of the terrain, the more it's gonna go up and up, and you can change the slope. And when the slope gets a lot stiff, you have a lot of pendency here, it's gonna start to create rocks. So the terrain, it's creating these different materials. When you continue to change the height of a particular part of the terrain, then the slope becomes steep, and you can see here the material changes. It becomes like rocks, and this is how usually terrain behave in reality. They have this changing of material according to, well, the different conformation. And also here we will create some sand for the part near the water, but with that we need materials. So right now let's focus on the sculpting, but you can see that sculpting is associated also with the changing of materials. And also we have the brush size and the brush speed. These are the main two settings or parameters, and as you can see here in LUMION, everything is so easy to use, and in just a few steps you can be a really good sculptor. So let's continue here and see some other tool. So this one here is the size. So you can change the size, and you can hold shift if you want to change it not so fast. You want to increase it or decrease the radius of the brush not so fast. And then we have the brush speed. Now the speed, it's actually the intensity of this brush. So if I click here now, with just few, if I hold this few seconds, it's gonna create these really steep rocks, and maybe it's too much. And also if I increase the size and the speed both, you can see you can create really fast a lot of hills around. Again, let's increase it, and also hold shift spacebar and move back, so you can have a bigger picture here, and you can start to modify all the surroundings, creating like mountains or hills or wherever. Just if you want to, if you don't want plain terrain all around, you can start to play around with heights, creating again hills and then mountains and so on. Okay, now let's get back into the original position right here. Okay, and let's move to the next one. Now next one is lower. Now this does basically the opposite of what the height does, or the raise. So you can see here I am like excavating around here this infinite plane and creating, well, this depends on you if you want to create an ocean or a sea or a lake, depends on your needs. But you can see how I'm like pushing now the polygons below. So let's go here and do some smaller adjustments. So I'm gonna decrease the brush size and the speed, and let's work it right here. You can see I can create like holes and start to move around the polygons to make it more, well, less even. Okay, if I do something like that, I can just switch back to the raise and adjust this. So you need to figure out what you want to do basically. All right, now, so here it works basically the same thing of the raise command, but the opposite. Now flatten, it's also interesting. So if you want to flat your terrain, or if you want like a plane, no, you don't want hills, you don't want holes, you can use this one here. And if you hold, it's gonna create, well, this is definitely flat. So it took some of these polygons and it just dragged them down, and it created like some sort of rocky cliff there. And also here you can see how he pushed these polygons up. So it's definitely bringing everything to a same level here, but changing the surrounding. Now this is when you do this in a particular point. It's gonna take that point, that polygon right there, it's gonna bring everything around to that